The boys are back in town. Welcome to the Deadlock Podcast, episode number 193.
Really?
Yes, you son of a bitch. 193.
It can't be.
And this is actually the very first time, I think, ever in Deadlock history so far, which is pretty insane to think about. I think it's the very first time ever we recorded 2 episodes of the podcast on back-to-back days.
You're right, in the same week, right? That's gotta be, right?
Yeah, we did it, edited it, put it up, and are recording the next one immediately.
Yeah, all right. Should we give, like, full transparency on the days apart? One day.
Yeah, one sleep. We woke up the next day to do this one.
Recorded the pod, James edited it somehow, got it up on Friday, and now it is Friday. And we're doing another one.
For Monday.
So, it's for Monday.
This is...
Because we love you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
And we know you need your deadlock. And we're going to give you your goddamn deadlock here today.
Well, we're also going to be talking about the very first ever episode of Monday Night Raw this week.
I'll be honest, James. I had to I had to scour like the archives because I swore we had watched this. I was panicking as I started the episode. I was like, we watched this thing. And I can't find it. But we didn't.
No, we've never I've actually never seen this, period.
Ever?
Yeah, I've never seen this ever.
I remember the main event, and I remember the there's an ongoing segment throughout the show that I remember. But other than that, I don't really remember much of it. And it's probably for the best because this is fucking brutal.
Yeah, brutally good. I love this episode of Monday Night Raw.
Catastrophically great. I agree.
They've done it again. And of course, that's what we'll be talking about, which is, I guess historically, this is a pretty monumental moment in the downfall of wrestling. So we'll be talking about that a little bit later. But before we get to that, we got some updates here for Deadlock. Watch This is up on the Patreon, of course, this week, which is Mr. Perfect versus Hulk Hogan from the XWF.
Or maybe not, dude.
It's only on the DVD.
It's only on the DVD, and like I don't know where in the XWF history this was meant to be.
This is all of the XWF is only on DVD.
You're right, that's true. But like this match specifically is like the DVD has 4 episodes, and then there's this match. Like, why was this match not going to be included on any of the shows? I don't understand.
Maybe it was, and then that's where Hogan said, yeah, I'm not
No way,
signing.
dude.
It was literally, they recorded the match, and they're like, we'll put it on if you sign. And he said, no, I don't think so, dude.
Well, the match stipulation that we found out from Watch This is why he's not on there. Which was, of course, it's a winner doesn't have to sign match.
Well, he also was wearing the trunks, which is very weird.
Brutal.
Yeah, old man Hogan in the trunks is like fucked up, dude.
The same trunks that you could have got if the WCW stage hit the goal, but it didn't.
Is it already over?
Well, as of right now, there's 3 hours. Unless there's a fucking Hail Mary here in 3 hours, I don't think so, bro.
I mean, couldn't Mattel? All right, so for people who don't know, Mattel's doing this this crowdfund for the WCW stage from Nitro. Yes. And it comes with Scott Steiner and Rey Mysterio. It's definitely not getting anything else that had on that list.
No, it could have had. Okay, so Rey and Steiner are at 5,000. So you get the Steiner, you get the figures, and you get the stage. At 7,000, you would have got all that plus DDP. At 9,000, you would have got Ultimate Warrior and jeans plus all that. And then 11,000 backers, you would have gotten Hulk Hogan and all of that. Hulk Hogan in old man gear, which is strange because like. This has been going on for a month, I want to say, and I've only just this week, or I guess last week, now that when this comes out, saw like TV ads for it on like WWE shows or like people tweeting about it from the company. So like, I don't know what the fucking game plan here was for this thing, or it was just another WWE thinks WCW sucks and this proves it.
Well, 3,600 people want to pay $400 for this.
37, yeah,
3,700 people want to pay $400 for this.
Sure.
Can't Mattel just be like, all right, you know what I mean? All right.
I think there was. I think I read it. It was like somewhere where like 5,000 is where like, or maybe like 4,200 is where they break even on doing this, and 5,000 is like them making money. So that's why the number's 5,000.
Oh, okay. Well,
so like anything under that, like if it hits 4,200, they might like be cool, but probably not. I imagine if it doesn't hit 5,000, you're just fucked.
Well, what the fuck? Just lose a little bit of money.
No
Aren't
way.
you a big corporation, man? You got a bunch
WCW,
of other...
we're not losing money.
Come on, man. You got some other figures coming out, right? They can make up for it, you know? What would we're going to put something up because that's the kind of guys we are over on our Patreon.
Yes.
The Retro Sync.
Yes, a new Retro Sync is up now, which is also WCW related. It is the episode of Nitro from 2000 where Scott Steiner loses his fucking mind and he goes on a rampage. And it's also the same episode where we find out how Goldberg eats corn. A legendary episode.
Dude, I cannot believe it. That is the episode where Reddit finds out how Goldberg eats corn.
How AW crowd finds out who eats corn in what way.
How did this happen?
That will surpass us for years and years. And shouts out to those of you that do give us credit for rediscovering that, though. We do appreciate that.
All right, now it's time for the Patreon shouts out.
This is like the craziest turnover for a month of Patreon I think I've ever seen. Like, because usually there's a dip. Like, some people bow out and, totally understand. But this is like, somehow we're almost at the same amount now that we were at the end of last month, which is like an unbelievable rollover. So fucking round of applause to all you fuckers that are sticking with us on the Patreon. Hell yeah.
Starting in the $1 tier, Tekken 7.
Oh.
Daniel Ortiz.
Hello, Daniel.
Agent Schmidinge.
Oh, the
HCO Shorty.
Shawty.
Title Cutie. Matt
Hello, Cutie.
Azabor.
Matt.
Havan Drake. Elvis. Austin Klotfelter.
Okay.
Cam D. Bill Gold. Jet
Gold.
Mitchell. Chris Risk. Tristan Potter. Sue Denham. Fred Allen. Liger 254. Chugging a can of beans for the Big K, Charlie 3.
Big, like Kmart?
Ooh, I don't know. I've seen Kmart
Dude,
in a
I miss
minute.
Kmart. Dude, do they exist?
They have to, right? They didn't go out of business, right?
I thought they did. In America.
Oh, rest in peace. I didn't know
Rest
that.
in peace, R.I.P.
$5 tier. Need someone to slonk my shit right now. Silly goose style. That's right. I'm talking that honk honk make them girls go crazy.
Dude, can you explain that to me? Because that sounds like something you would say. I don't know what that means.
Deadlock and NL boys got me through some dark times. Thank you.
Oh,
Also,
hey,
Dual Smeal.
This is all great stuff to
Joshua Rosa.
Josh.
Mike Modest was my shoot neighbor when I was a kid.
What?
One time, he gave my dad a tape of his Nitro match against the artist.
What?
That's insane. The Marm. Kevin Dietti.
Crazy.
Impatient Minx.
Hello.
Cam J. Atomic
Hello.
Fox. Andrew Nava.
Hello.
Brad Wessler.
Shouts out.
Dick. The
Oh.
Cock. Johnson's arch
Johnson.
nemesis. Dick. C. Carter.
Dude, that's the one part we didn't tell about the Japan thing. We saw a Dixie Carter figure over there.
Oh, yeah, that was the guy's own personal collection, though. Do not touch
Fuck that fucking guy.
Bronson Lee, Philadelphia's favorite son.
Bronson. Shouts out.
Maximus 12K.
Maximus,
Chris. Mina Alicia.
Hello.
Vent Aaron. Kadarius. Trenton Chiga.
Ooh,
Lars Soli.
Oh, shit.
Liam version 1.
Yo.
Alex Webb.
Yo.
Seth Landrino. Is that
Cool,
right?
I like that. You guys sounded right.
Sounded right, yeah. Anod 112.
Yo.
Alex B.
Hello.
Thomas McKeown.
Close enough.
Yeah. Ryan Winnett.
Yeah.
Dat Demo.
Yo.
$10 tier. Paul Hale Jr. Jello. Diego A. Luna. Rock's Eyebrow. JJ Nova.
Yo.
Daniel Lopez.
Daniel.
Austin's Big Schmeedy Powers.
Tony watched that on the plane. I forgot to tell that
Ricky
dude.
Norton. How is Brad Wessler here again? Showstopper.
Tony's not here and he's
Oh, he
sabotaging
did
this shit.
do it. You son of a bitch. Showstopper 190. Kyler Sutton. Yeah, no. Yeah, penis. Yeah, no, no, no. Yes, yes. No, yep. Now, no, yes, yes. Schmeat. Yeah, no, no. Wow, no, yeah. Asshole, no, yes. Hey, no, no. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a Twitter advert for
Ross Richards. Anthony Valentine.
Anthony.
Tommy. S.
Tommy.
Lethal.
Sleethal.
Our core brothers.
Ooh.
Zeri High Life.
Fuck, X3?
Yeah,
Back
what's up,
in
bro?
the crew? Shouts out. That's my guy.
I just want to take a moment to say TYBG, thank you, Base God.
Real shit.
Matt D.
Matt G.
King Knife. You're not putting that stinky little corn in my ass, homie.
Is that Tony saying
Antonia
that?
Miranda. Marcus. Tony Convoys. You don't suck the penises. I suck the penises. 9-inch, 9-inch, 9-inch. Also, Johnny smells nice.
Oh, thanks.
Wait, I have Chara.
Not Char Bros.
James
Nicely
Burkett.
in my ring.
Jess Price.
Thank you,
Guy
Jess.
Gabriel 2.
Dude, Guy
Josh.
Gabriel's on this list every fucking week. I like this fucking guy, but it's enough with you, Guy Gabriel.
I discovered Deadlock 2 years ago on a Deadlock fan account.
That's impressive.
American males,
Ooh,
American
yeah.
guys. We'll always stand up and salute. We'll always recognize. Jesus.
I don't think that's right.
Grant Durfee.
Why'd you
Andrew
say it?
Flynn. Kurt Angle, yeah. Yeah. right? I guess.
Yeah.
Dick the Garden Hose Schmeatman Tony, aka Langle Szymanski Hunt. Jake Mialitsis.
They're giving you a hard fucking time, bro.
George.
Yeah, that's tough. That's the hardest one.
Quasi.
Yo.
Griffin Corbel.
Griffin.
Peter Griffin reciting all 50 states in a quarter of a second.
I'll do it. Very good.
The Walk 71. Bob Gomez. Noah Hunt.
Cunt.
Brandon Hale. Fire Breather MP1.
Ooh.
If James doesn't rip the loose thread from his blue Marlboro jacket, I'm going to set myself on fire.
What? Do you have a loose thread on your jacket that is that visible?
I guess so.
Holy shit, wow.
I'm going to have 2 now.
Yeah, we're
Zan.
gonna only have threads on
Matt.
your jacket.
DTCJ.
DTCJ.
Darquez Smith.
Ooh.
$15 tier. Ito.
Hello.
Kaiza. Kid
Hello.
Chaos.
Hello.
Indica Airy.
Ooh, I
John
like that.
Bates.
Ooh,
I
like that
ran
too.
over Johnny. I did
the
it
fuck?
for Hitile. I did it
Hitile?
for the Dippers. I did it for my Opimium.
Oh.
Zach Johnson. DeDrazion Jones. Apollo Picaro.
Ooh.
The Shandy Man. Linda McChicken.
Linda
1 for the
McChicken.
treble. 2 for the time. Linger Ellerby is a crack addict.
No way there's 2 back-to-back fucking Linda names.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. I'm
Dude.
fucking cooming, dude. I am cooming so much, Jack. Thick ropes of Hoka jizz, dude.
Oh.
Orlando Thomas. Dr. Shrimp, Puerto Rico.
Cool. I like that one.
Yeah, all right. $17.62.
All right.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Sure thing. $17.62. Ray Rags, 14.
All right.
$12 annual. Johnny Smells.
Fuck
Drew
you.
Stevens.
Fuck
Aaron
you too.
Rathbun.
You're
Brad Kiefer.
I like you.
$120 annual. Jackson Edgman.
Edgeman.
$180 annual.
Jesus.
Jack on the Man. WWE.
What? Sir? What is it?
Jack on the Man. WWE.
Jack on the man.
Jack on the Man.
Yeah. Real
Still
shit.
the new Patreon champion
Dude,
of the world at
was only a day ago.
151.69. I was unbanned without notice. I knew I was innocent. Those bitches.
Why does it feel like this name was more
Dude,
normal?
It was like more coherent the day before.
Yeah, I thought so.
Dude, I'm losing my mind. I can't read anything right now. Dude, and like this is definitely. I gotta look at my notes from last week. Hold on, let me see here.
Last week.
I mean, yesterday. Maybe I just said it normal yesterday, like I like in my brain.
Dude, I read it too though, and it was normal.
And it was normal, but it's not normal now. I was unbanned
No.
without notice. I knew I was innocent.
Dude, I gotta look
Those
now. Hold on.
bitches.
I gotta fucking
Jack
look now.
on the Man.
Jack on demand is out of control.
Jack
Who the
on
fuck is
demand.
Jack on
Dr.
demand?
Shrimp, Puerto Rico.
Thank you all for contributing to the Patreon. Please join us over there. We got a ton of crazy shit this month, especially Backyard Dogs for SGH. And you can catch up on all the other shit. It's fucking, we got a bunch of tiers and 3,000 Patreons. I will pour hydrochloric acid down Tony's fucking throat. And he'll be on the show to deal with that.
And then Tony will also have to buy 1,300 WCW stage pre-orders. All right, now it's time to get into WWF Monday Night Raw, January 11th, 1993. I wasn't even born yet, little dude.
No, I was, let's see, I would have been like 3 months old. Not too much going on from here. But yeah, I was alive at least, and wrestling was changed forever on this day, James. But before we get into the episode, let's take a look at what was going on in the Observer, because the Observer was around at this point as well. This fucking thing was around for goddamn
Isn't that
ever.
Crazy. Same dude too.
Same dude, yeah. I wonder what Alvarez was doing. Probably backyarding. Probably sweet too.
Yeah, you're probably right. He was just waiting for TNA to come around. He had some shit he wanted to say. He had some shit he wanted to get off his chest.
He felt it coming. He felt WCW dying and TNA being born. Well, from the Observer from January 4th, 1993, in USWA news, the Christmas creature isn't Brian Lee, as speculated on here last week, since he was working house shows the last few nights.
It's Kane.
While Lee was working SM Smoky Mountain Wrestling, shows the same nights. It is instead a rookie wrestler who is 6'8" named Glenn Jacobs. Yes, James, it is Kane.
Kane.
He was unmasked in a title versus mask match with Lawler on December 28th. However, they put makeup on his face to make him resemble Sid Justice and got him out of there so fast that probably some fans thought that's who it was. And I think we have watched a Christmas Creature match on Patreon.
Yeah, I might not have been there for that one.
It might have been me and Tony. It might have been for Christmas. I think me and Tony and I might have watched the Christmas Creature match and then a David Otunga Randy Orton match in the same episode. It was a really fucked up week.
Yeah, I must have been in Japan for that one or something.
I don't know what was going on.
Right? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Christmas Creature. Yeah. What was Kane ever Candy Cane anywhere?
No. Why do I feel like that was a thing though?
Because I had Candy Cane.
I also
Universe
had
mode.
Candy Cane in Universe mode.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I think we just thought that was funny separately.
Okay.
We weren't friends and we both just thought that was funny.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah, he Christmas Creature he was Isaac Yankem, and then he did a lot of bullshit before he was fucking Kane. He debuted as Angus King. He was also Bruiser Mastino, Christmas Creature.
It was Burger King.
Burger King.
He's a Burger King.
You want to see how I can do with this Coke bottle? Whoa!
That was a Burger King's gimmick.
Dude, Kane was Mike Unabomb.
Oh my god. It was probably the Smoky Mountain Midwest Territorial Champion too.
Mike Unabomb is crazy.
Probably faced off against the Executioners that we saw here on today's episode.
I have info on who they are as well. I found out.
I knew I could see from their body
did you?
types.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll get into that in a
I
second.
don't know who they are.
I was gonna say that isn't fucking impressive.
No way. I don't know who these guys are.
It was Kane.
Yeah, probably.
In WWF news, Phil Mushnick of the New York Post had a column that mentioned on December 28th about the Nails incident. Supposedly, I don't know how much you know about Nails' departure from the WWF, do you?
He went to jail. He went back to jail.
Shoot jail.
Yeah.
So he was fired. I thought it was over money, but there seems to be more about this. Supposedly, he filed a report with the police station saying that, stating that he pushed WWF president Vince McMahon to the ground after McMahon tried to sexually assault him.
Oh, I heard about this. I have heard about this.
I haven't heard about this part. I thought it was
okay.
just over money. Yeah. Supposedly it happened in a locker room in Green Bay's Brown County Expo Center prior to a show. The latest in a string of drug, sex, and child abuse charges against the WWF executives and or employees have been dismissed by a WWF spokesperson as a case of him trying to extort money from McMahon. He was looking for $150,000 that someone from Titan PR said was, according to one WWF source, money he wanted paid in advance for putting Undertaker over every night at the house shows. And the SummerSlam payoff that he was unhappy about was reportedly $8,000.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to put Taker over, I want at least
every night at the house shows, bro? Fuck that.
Yeah, come on, man. Dude, taking the Tombstone show on your head. The Tombstone was fucked in '93.
He
Trying
did
to
not
take that on your head
yes,
consistently.
Dude, he did not know what the fuck he was doing with the Tombstone. He also was afraid to do it crotch style because he was a weird guy. So he would just sideways dump you on your fucking cranium.
Dude, and the ring is gnarly in '93.
When did they change? You told me that? When did they change that? The ring?
I'm not sure. I don't know the exact time they changed it, but it is concrete right now.
Andre was bumping on that?
Yeah. Well,
Well, sure,
people were
sure.
bumping for Andre.
For sure. Andre was bumping dudes on it. Yeah, you're right. Fair enough. Maybe that's why Yoko never wanted to bump. His gimmick was I don't bump.
Yeah, if you're a big
Smart.
guy in WWF at this time, it was probably like I actually write about that later on. I think it was the Steiners match. I said, damn, it must be fun to be the Steiners.
Holy
In 93
shit.
WWF. They were going nuts, man.
The new Saturday morning television show on the USA Network, which was originally going to be called Slam and Jam, this is WWF still, will be instead named WWF Mania because WCW beat them to the punch and called their record Slam and Jam. They put out an album called Slam and Jam, and WWF couldn't use it for their show.
Aw, damn.
Dude, we'll talk about it a little later because they do an advertisement for WWF Mania, but do you have any fucking recollection of this show at all? I don't even think I've heard of this.
No. I thought it was a WrestleMania commercial at first.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But it seems like it was a show that
I was
on
like,
for
it's a WrestleMania commercial, and I was like, oh, it's a video game commercial, and then I was like, fuck, it's neither of these things, and then it turned out to be a 10 a.m. show or something.
Yeah, it was, and it went on for like 3 years supposedly. It was hosted by Todd Pettengill, and I don't know if it was like a recap show. Maybe I think that's what it was. Like, just another fucking show for them to have. I also feel like I read, I for some reason, maybe I'm wrong, that this episode of Raw aired at 10 a.m.
Is that right?
That can't be right? Because wasn't it live?
They said it was. I don't know what,
And they filmed shit outside of the building, and it was dark out, so maybe it wasn't 10 a.m., but maybe it aired 10 a.m. somewhere. But yeah, still. Max Moon was fired, which is strange, considering this show, which was Tom Bork. I thought Max Moon was Conan.
Yeah, I think it is.
I thought so on this show, too, right? I'll jump ahead here. So on this one from the 4th Observer, it says he was fired. They don't know why he was fired, but he's contractually prohibited from working elsewhere as of right now. But then on the January 20th Observer, it says that he worked the first ever Monday Night Raw taping on January 11th, which shocked most of the wrestlers when they saw him in the building. Apparently, the story behind all this is that there's personal problems between Tom Borick, who was Max Moon at the time, allegedly, and another wrestler, and the other wrestler seemed to have been told that it was all settled and Borick was fired, but Borick was never told he was fired. But everyone assumed he was fired. He was pulled from all his dates, both current and future, had his knee scoped, and missed the past 2 sets of television tapings with everyone under the assumption he was gone. Anyway, he was brought back to put Shawn Michaels over on TV and supposedly will be back on the road at least some dates. But I swore it was Conan on this show.
No, I guess it was Paul Diamond.
That's who Tom Borick is?
Yeah, the Max Moon character was given to Paul Diamond, who appeared as a character on the first episode of Monday Night Raw. Because Conan left in 92, it looks like, after a disagreement with Vince McMahon.
Oh, so it was given to Conan?
Says,
or from Conan to this guy?
Conan made his WWF debut in Hershey, Pennsylvania, under the name The Comic Kid.
Okay.
After 3 televised matches, Conan left the WWF. He was not showing up to events because he was getting popular in Mexico, and he had heat with fellow workers and had a strained relationship with Vince McMahon, who invested heavily into the Max Moon character up until that point. So I guess in 92 up to 93, he was Max Moon, and then he said, I am out.
It says here, while still part of WCW, Conan that is, he was contacted by talent scout Pat Patterson, which led to a meeting with Vince where the initial idea for what became Max Moon was discussed. According to Conan, when he was wrestling in Japan, he saw a Japanese anime cartoon robot on TV that shot confetti and fire, and Vince asked if he knew anybody that could design it. So then he was given the outfit, which was purchased by WWF at the cost of $15,000. So, yeah, that's just for that.
He saw Mega Man. He said, damn, that's cool.
He saw fucking Power Rangers. Probably what it was.
Yeah, Jesus.
That's fucking crazy. Wow. I swore I looked at the guy's face on this show. I was like, that's Conan.
I was waiting for him to do the rolling clothesline. And
the tequila sunrise.
Yeah, tequila start peeing on him. Hike his leg up. He didn't do any of that.
Grabbing his nuts.
He didn't do none of that shit.
From the Observer from January 15th, 1993 in WWF News, Horace Boulder, Bill Irwin, and Scott Putski received tryouts at the taping. Boulder beat Louis Spicolli, but did a job for Virgil, but looked really green, although he got a decent heel response. So Horace Boulder is in the eyes of the WWF in 1993. He could have potentially just been signed here by the WWF, and they made the biggest mistake ever by not.
Yeah, he could have been Hulk Hogan, too.
Dude, oh my god, if they had Horace Boulder playing Hogan, they had fake Diesel,
Yeah,
and
like
fake
they
Razor,
definitely. I bet you,
could've
like
easily did that.
they definitely wanted to try him out to do that. They were probably like, "Yeah, this could maybe work. Get you the Fu Manchu. We can work this out."
Fake NWO in fucking 95 or 96, whatever that was, would have been gnarly.
It says in January of '93 he was the Predator in WWF,
The Predator.
and he lost to El Presador. I mean, I'm sorry,
El Matador?
El Matador. Yeah, sorry. No.
Well, and also from The Observer, January 20th, 1993. Meltzer writes, funny story from the show. One of our readers happened to be running by the Manhattan Center between the periods of a Rangers game on the same night that Raw was going on. Sean Mooney asked them to stay and pretend they were buying tickets, so there were people there to buy tickets for next week as Bobby Heenan trying to get into the building as a rabbi. He says, even something as little as that is a work. People trying to buy WWF tickets.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, he's got to let them know, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
you can't
man.
let them get away with that shit.
No fucking way, dude. You expose them. Expose
let them know.
Fight back. Last piece of The Observer here. Meltzer wrote here like a big thank you letter for 10 years of like people reading The Observer. And at the very end of it, put, P.S. For the few of you who have come to the conclusion at this point that Dave's sure trying to get himself over, I feel sorry for you. I think you should consider taking a week off and heading to the beach. It's not very healthy going through life and not being able to differentiate between a shoot and a work, especially when it should be obvious. That is meant very seriously, not sarcastically. Being unable to differentiate here means you are probably seriously misjudging many things far more important. Maybe I'll see you there if you can wait until March or April.
Dude, what? At the end of that?
It's like a long fucking thank you, and then like you had to put a PS, fuck you haters.
And I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%.
This was the first shoot brother HH. I meant this very seriously, not sarcastically.
That is insane. Your purpose in life is to be reading The Observer, sucking my dick daily. Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should work yourself now. You should go to the beach now and give someone else a piece of that oxygen in the ozone layer.
You should go to the beach now. Oh my God, low tier Meltzer is out of control.
That's crazy, man.
Holy
That's
fucking
crazy.
shit! You should go to the beach now.
That was in
Oh my
'93.
God.
That's crazy.
93 Meltzer was fucking all these dudes,
That
man.
is nuts, dude. Wow.
Dude, 93 Meltzer with a Twitter would have been unbelievable, I think.
Yeah, he was probably a loose cannon, crazy back
He
then.
was. I bet.
Oh,
bro.
you were getting shit talked to through your mailbox.
He was sending a letter to your house and saying, fuck you.
Go to the beach
He was
now.
He was faxing. He was sending a fax to you and tell you to fuck off, you mark.
That's crazy.
Last piece here. Meltzer writes, your subscription is meaningless. Dude, I need the lightning picture. I need the lightning picture, Meltzer. Usually you go to the beach now.
Meltzer's got all these dudes in fucking all sorts of Asian reflector setups.
Oh my God.
Dave
Oh
Meltzer.
my God.
Fucking busting matrix juice all down your throat is crazy. Holy. That's so base.
Yeah, he's with your mom when she gets out of the shower. Sucking on her juices.
Oh, it tastes like pennies and nickels. She said she was going to get the pH levels right.
Holy fuck.
Dude, that's what the Observer needs. That's Alvarez, Crusher Skulls. Holy shit.
Oh, mentally untouchable, bro. You should go to the beach now.
Keep going back to the Observer because you keep smelling the syrup.
Well, that is it for the Observer. Now it's time to talk about the first ever episode of WWF Monday Night Raw.
All right, now it's time to get into the actual episode, Monday Night Raw here, January 11th, 93. We are in the Manhattan Center.
But first, we're in the streets of New York City with Sean Mooney.
Who?
Sean Mooney.
Who?
Sean Mooney.
Who the fuck is Sean Mooney?
Sean, I don't know. You know what? I
actually don't know who this is. Sean Mooney.
He was just around. That's all I know of him from, just being around this time. I don't know how long he's around in WWF, but I know he's not Todd Pettengill, and that's who I was looking for.
That's who I thought was going to be out here.
Well, also out there is Bobby Heenan. Bobby Heenan's trying to get into the building, and Sean Mooney stops him, and Heenan says, "I'm going in there," and Mooney says, "You were replaced."
You are not going in there.
Dude, you were not going in there. And he says, "Replaced by who?" And Mooney says, "Rob Bartlett." Who the fuck is Rob Bartlett?
I still don't know. I think he's supposed to be professional funny man, from what his commentary seemed like.
He was a bit guy?
I think so. It sounded like it on the damn show, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah, I guess he's an American comedian. I was going to say was, but he's still alive. Good for him. He gained widespread fame on the radio show Imus in the Morning.
Don Imus?
Don Imus.
Don Imus.
Pig fucker.
What the fuck was he doing on WWF? They had like a deal with Don Imus, I'm guessing, or like
because they do put over Don Imus later, so I imagine it was just something maybe like Don Imus was probably super over in New York at the time, so they wanted somebody from the New York area to be on the show. But
him and Sean Mooney.
Sean Mooney was dude. Sean Mooney gets more airtime than like anybody on this fucking show.
You know what's funny is Bobby Heenan is on like the what was it, Sunday morning broadcast for WWF or something?
Yeah, that's was it Superstars or whatever?
Something like that. Yeah, or All-Star Wrestling or something. Or
sure. Yeah,
But yeah, so I was like, you still can't get in the building. Tickets are over there, buddy.
Well, he couldn't even get tickets because it's sold out. Heenan says, "I don't care about Rob Bartlett. This is Raw. I'm gonna host it. I can buy a ticket." And Sean Mooney says, "There's no seats left. They're jammed to the rafters in here." So Bobby Heenan not allowed into the building, and he somehow wasn't aware of this.
Dude, this is like one of my dream arenas to run.
What a cool fucking place. And every time I see this arena now, I just remember when they did the Raw anniversary and did 2 shows, and one of them was here, and they did nothing there.
Oh, it sucked.
And everyone was pissed.
Yeah, they should be fucking pissed. I always think of the ROH shows. That's what I think of when I think of the Manhattan Center. I actually don't think of WWF at all, which is, I guess, weird. Yeah, I guess it is weird. But no, I think of the ROH shows.
They were hot.
They were fucking fantastic. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
And I'd love to see the Manhattan Center. It's very different on the WWF ones because it's not all blown out and fucking audio's crazy, and the lights actually work on the WWF one.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, now it's time for the woo Macho Man Vince McMahon and
Rob Bartlett.
Yeah, I almost forgot his name. Sean Mooney.
The Raw intro, I feel like, only showed Razor and Bret Hart.
Well, those are the 2 over guys.
That's the title match at the pay-per-view. I was like, damn, nobody else is here? Just 2 guys? All right, no problem. That's cool.
Gee, I hope this Razor guy wins the WWF title eventually.
Whoops.
Sorry about that.
Sure thing. Welcome, everybody, to Monday Night Raw.
It's very WCW. Standing in front of the crowd, not at the desk yet, and all that shit.
Yeah,
it
you're
felt
right.
Very like WCW style.
Vince is super in Vince voice here, by the way. I guess as a commentator he always was, but this is like even more than usual.
Yeah, I have no idea how he was doing this. I guess he wasn't a commentator for like too long, but
Sure.
like. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to put on his plate here.
Yeah, and like, it's his show and he's out there fucking commentating it. Like, how do you run the show?
I guess he just had such a good crew.
Yeah,
he had such a good crew.
Money.
Bunch of money, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine? He started the WWF with $1 million. Like, he had $1 million already. Could you imagine starting the Fed with $1 million? Like nowadays? Yeah, I was gonna say nowadays starting $1 million. Like,
no, I could not
you take the whole game over in like just 6 shows.
Dude, it's unbelievable. Well,
Yeah,
it feels like
crazy.
everybody has a fucking $1 million anyway, so who knows?
Yeah, you're actually right on that one.
Rob Bartlett says, they're going over the card for the show, of course, and Rob says, "Oh, there's a great match I can't wait to see, Vince. Coco Beware versus Yokozuna. The guy that's got the diaper thing going up right down the middle between the dead man's land and no man's land. He calls him Yokozuna the whole show.
So is Mr. Fuji later on.
Dude, I wrote that down too. I thought I was being gaslit. I was like, dude, am I fucking crazy? Is his name not Yokozuna?
Well, they're just to figure it out, you know. He got a lot going on, you know. Yeah, they're figuring it out. Come on.
He's undefeated here.
Well,
they figured it out pretty
He hasn't
soon.
really got a big push yet.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're just starting to give him that push.
Okay. But still.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, his name is Yokozuna. We know that.
You're going to push anybody, get his fucking name right, yeah? They fuck somebody else's name up later, too, that was pretty egregious.
Well, we have Koko Beware versus Yokozuna, the Birdman Koko Beware.
Birdman.
He's out here in the pink and green.
No bird.
Yeah, no bird because he's losing big style and no moves.
He's losing crazy and getting buried on commentary too.
Yeah, but look at the fucking drip. Koko Beware look good as hell out there. So Yokozuna's out here. Mr. Fuji's out here. Got the girls out there with him. Give him the flowers, everything like that.
Whole presentation, man. Crazy.
They're really pushing the gimmick now. I guess, with TV and everything, they're like, this is the next guy we're going to really push and get out there.
Well, they made sure to make a joke of him on commentary.
Well, that was Rob Bartlett.
Well, Macho Man wasn't fucking helping.
Well, Macho Man's just going with the flow, you know what I mean? And you're fired, Macho Man. Get out of here.
Please get the fuck out of here. We don't want you to wrestle. Go to hell.
You're so old. You're 36 years old. Get the hell out of here.
That's what's happened, right? Like, they say he's too fucking old to wrestle.
Yeah,
Vince, and they want him as a commentator.
Thought he looked too old, yeah.
Yeah, that is fucking...
I actually don't even know how old Macho Man here. I don't think he was that old.
Probably not.
No,
but I mean, to Vince, I mean, maybe in that era, like if you were older than fucking 30, you were a piece of shit.
He was like legit just at 40, yeah, 41 maybe.
He works for another fucking like almost 10 years after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he retired, he still challenged Hogan to a shoot fight. For the kids. Yeah, for the kids, pussy.
In the hospital. You want to fight for charity, pussy?
You're not a man. Look at you.
Well, Rob Bartlett says, I've often wondered what happened to Gary Coleman, Vince. And Vince says, ha ha ha, he grew up. There he is. Talking about Koko Beware, of course. I said, holy shit, okay.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. So he's Gary Coleman. And then Yokozuna comes out and Macho Man says, the world's biggest egg roll. And Vince says, all right, well, he's undefeated.
Yeah, well, Rob Bartlett says he's got a big fat ass. Look at that big fat ass on that guy.
Look at this big fat fucker, man. You should go to the salad bar, you fat.
Dude, just fucking roasting everybody in every match.
Dude, he calls him a big-butted Oriental. And Vince says, yeah, well, I guess so.
Okay. Thanks, Vince, for the insight there, buddy.
Vince is, like, struggling here because I feel like he wants to go along with it, but he, like, big-butted Oriental. Dude, please fucking chill.
Well,
he's always got an ass like an amphitheater. He is fat.
I'm sure the thought process was Vince wanted to get these guys over, and then here's Macho Man and Rob Bartlett, and they do not give a fuck.
Well, James, this is Raw. It's uncooked, uncut, and uncensored.
Oh, yeah, they say that a lot.
They love that shit. They are trying to get that over crazy. If Tony was here, I'd be making us do that, but he's not here.
Someone says, shouldn't Yoko be wearing a bra?
Rob.
And then Vince says, not here in the WWF.
Certainly not on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, he says, don't regulations indicate that Yokozuna should be wearing a bra? Dude, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
And he means that with 100%, 1,000%.
Fat fucking Yokozuna in his ass. Dude,
we're
trying to push him. Please. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, certainly not here on Monday Night Raw. No way.
So Yokozuna is throwing Koko Beware all around here, right? He's got a big fat ass.
Yoko and Koko are having a fucking match here, and they're both fat. Where's the bird? Oh, he ate it in the back because he's fat. Fucking fat.
Okay. Maybe not here in the WWF, okay.
That's what they explained that Frankie's not out there because Yokozuna ate him in the back. Fuck, man. Fuck.
Well, to be fair to the WWF at this time,
certainly
I
Monday
guess.
Night Raw as well.
Yeah, well, they were very much, I mean, everything
uncooked.
on the show was uncensored.
Uncooked and uncensored and uncut.
Yeah.
Like his fat.
Yeah, well. Everything on this show is all I was say. It's very, I mean, it's literally just stereotypes. Everything on this show is literally just a stereotype. That's all he was booking.
That's all they had in '93.
Yeah, just that's it.
The only thing that Vince McMahon could resonate with in '93 was, "What do I know you from being?"
Yeah, he like looked at you one time, and he just like the first fucking thing that came to his mind that was it's
Oriental.
It's like Futurama, where they get their job and they get it implanted in them, and they can never change it.
Yes,
that's that was like Vince getting your gimmick in the WWF.
You're right.
You are Yokozuna, and you're with Mr. Fuji, and
they throw salt,
and we're gonna call you fat on commentary for the rest of your life.
Incessantly, you are fat forever, you fat bastard.
So
Holy
crazy,
shit.
Man. So yeah, the story of the match is that Koko Beware has no idea how to get Yokozuna off his feet.
No one's bumped him before. That's his gimmick. He's never lost or even fallen down.
And Koko fails to do any of this.
He tries. He like does some drop kicks. He does 2 drop kicks and then launches himself full speed at Yokozuna, and he moves, and Koko dies in the ropes. It's crazy looking.
Yeah, the ropes are, I don't know if they're loose or whatever, but he fucking ate those ropes. Maybe he just fucking put all his weight on them. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But Yokozuna hits the leg drop.
The butt drop?
Yeah, with this fat...
amphitheater-esque ass.
Why did he say butt drop? Why did he like?
I don't know. Like,
that
leg
is
drop
a
is
move.
an easy. Yeah, that's a fucking super like well-known move. I imagine even from a casual. Fucking Hulk Hogan did the leg drop forever. So is that a butt drop? No.
All right. Well, Yokozuna hits the choo-choo train in the corner, and then Yokozuna hits the
Thank you.
bonsai drop for the win.
Squashola. That's what Macho Man called it in the replay. Ooh, the squashola.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Right.
You're fired, buddy.
Dude,
get out of here.
Old. You're old.
You're old, and you're not cutting no more. Get out of here.
So yeah, we hate Macho Man and we hate Yokozuna, and
you're not up next, Macho Man. Crush over here. He's Hawaiian, brother. We'll talk about him later. Don't worry about it, Macho Man.
Crush, brah.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, the stars of the future are all here on Monday Night Raw.
I guess so.
Well, it's the Royal Rumble. It's coming up soon.
The ground will shake and the earth will rumble. The Royal Rumble. 30 wrestlers, 1 ring, and something's got to give. Also, Bret Hart versus Razor Ramon for the WWF title, which sounds awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it does sound really good, actually.
I don't know how well that match went, because I don't think I've seen it, but it sounds.
Yeah, I don't
like
think I've seen
awesome.
it either. We could watch it, I guess, eventually.
We should, yeah, unless it sucked.
Yeah, unless it was bad. Yeah, I don't know. They come back from the commercial. There's a Raw ring girl with a sign that just says Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be like, the boxing. I don't know what they call them.
Ring girls.
The round cards on. Yeah, ring girl. Sorry, yeah, with the round cards on it. But yeah, this is just the Raw logo on it.
Yeah, okay. It's just a Raw logo. You are watching Raw. Oh, we know. It's literally everywhere.
Macho Man says, I'm glad I got X-ray vision. All right, you fucking freak, you're fired. Get the fuck out of here, you old fucking guy.
I can't fire him yet. He's in the goddamn Royal Rumble.
Well, Vince says, for all you Bobby Heenan fans, let's take you to him via videotape. He's talking to the Narcissus.
Holy shit. You're right.
This is a brand new word.
Dude, Bobby Heenan does a whole pre-tape.
Who is this guy, Narcissus?
Bobby Heenan calls. He says, Mr. Perfect, you're not perfect. You're not perfect like Narcissus.
Narcissus.
You're definitely not no Narcissus, and you know who agrees with me is Ric Flair. Ric Flair agrees that Narcissus is the only perfect man.
He says that we both agree that Michelangelo couldn't capture on canvas the stupendous qualities of the Narcissus. You're gonna think Narcissus is from another world. What is going on here, dude?
Yeah, well, Mr. Perfect, your ass is going down when Narcissus shows up, brother.
Who came up with this gimmick that they didn't know how to fucking pronounce this word?
Yeah, that's right. No, this was a Greek god, Narcissus. The Greek god Narcissus is here.
Yeah, the Greek god of Yokozuna as well.
Yeah, this is a good episode here.
Narcissus.
Narcissus is Lex Luger, I think.
It is Lex Luger. Yes.
And he's Narcissus, the Greek god.
Because he comes in and does the mirror. He's the erection of perfection is his gimmick.
Right, yeah. Mark Jindrak did that a little better because his shit was crazy.
Dude, his shit was out of control.
Yeah, that was like crazy.
Oh, by the way,
Bobby Heenan saying Narcissus 40 times is
400 times.
You know what's funny is I know that Heenan did it like he probably did the promo and then Vince said, "Say it more, say Narcissus more."
I thought Vince just fucked it up, and then I realized they all fucked it up.
It's Narcissus. It's like it's a real, or it's a Greek. Like Narcissus is a Greek god. Narcissus.
But is that right though?
Yeah, Narcissus. I'm about to listen to it. Hold on. Pronunciation here.
It fucks my brain up. Maybe I'm wrong.
Narcissus. Yeah, I think
Narcissist.
No, it's not Narcissus. It's Narcissus.
But that's.
Didn't you hear Bobby Heenan, for God's sake?
But
he said Narcissus.
But he's the Narcissist.
No, look at this. This is
yes, he is.
Look at this. This is his name right here. I just sent it to you.
That's not
Narcissus.
That's not his fucking name.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Perfect, you son of a bitch. If you think you're more perfect than Narcissus, even Ric Flair agrees. Narcissus is perfect, and he's
whoever
coming.
that might be. I'm not sure that is, actually.
Get Narcissus.
There you go.
So we have the Steiner brothers versus the Executioners up next.
Dude, okay, so on commentary, I thought they were saying that this is the Steiner brothers versus the Beverly brothers, but I was like, what the fuck? I just heard Fink call them the Executioners.
Brothers.
No.
Yeah, that's who was under the mask.
So actually, glasses emoji, it was Barry Hardy and Dwayne Gill were the Executioners.
Dude, Dwayne Gill is a legendary jobber.
Gilbert.
Dwayne Gill is the Narcissus.
And he's coming in. They had to protect him under a hood.
Narcissus.
He's Narcissus. He's here, bro. Here he is.
Man, he's here. He did it, and he had a hell of a match. Steiner Bros gave him one. If there's anyone that's really giving, it's always been the Steiner Bros. I think
well, they're not Narcissus.
No,
either.
Never have been.
No.
Well, the Steiner Bros do come out to a song from the local fair that that you would hear when you're in line for the Ferris wheel, which I thought was cool.
When they came out, I was like, wow, this is Doink's music. And then little did I know that Doink was going to be involved in this.
The whole show. Doink is here the whole show.
Just fucking around. And they're like, oh, there's fucking Doink.
The clown.
Yeah. So that song was called Prides of Michigan that they started using like a week before this.
Steiner Line! That's what they should have used.
It should have been. I think they only just debuted in the WWF.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? I saw a sign that people were like they're coming to take over the WWF or something.
But yeah, crazy fucking song. Yeah, State Fair song is a perfect definition of what they had there.
The Executioners, by the way, they're in all black with black masks, small. Steiner Bros look like,
dude,
just crazy compared to them.
They look like insane. Like that. The Steiners are fucking yoked here, man.
Yeah, they are. And Scott still got the black long hair, singlet gimmick going on. Yeah, they got it's a lot different than you would expect.
Well, Rob Bartlett says, which one of these is Rick or Scott?
You don't know anything at all about wrestling, do you, funny man?
So the match starts, and Doink the Clown is running around here in the crowd, just fucking around with the fans, and Vince says, hey, it's a goofy clown in the background. And Steiner hits the craziest tilt-a-whirl side slam I think I've ever seen. It's a tilt-a-whirl slam, but he switches the side that the guy lands on. It was insane.
Yeah, he does this late into his WCW run, actually. He does this
fucking
for a while.
nuts.
Yeah, it's a great move.
Well, Doink ends up in the front row here. He's parading around, and Rob says, oh, that's Dork the Clown. And Vince, I guess Vince is just like hearing what he wants to hear, or he's just super confused. His head's all fucked up.
Disassociating big time.
I think so, dude. I think because he says, yeah, that's Dork. What a name for a clown, Dork. And then Macho says, his name is Doink. And Vince says,
Yeah, Vince says, his name is Doink.
That's right, it is Doink. It could be Dork, I guess, but it is Doink. His name is Doink.
Hey, you're fired.
Please get the fuck out of here, old man. You are so old. Yeah, dude. So Rick Steiner reverses an Irish whip from one of the executioners, and the executioner, from how hard he was being Irish whipped, falls face first into the ropes and dies. Coco Beware-esque.
Yeah, dude, this is, I mean, the Steiners gave him an ass whipping. And I you know what's crazy is that the Steiners were being still pretty nice in regard to,
they could have been worse.
Yeah, Steiner squash matches. Like, I've seen.
They get worse.
Dude, we've watched WCW squashes with the Steiners where, like, Scott, I don't even know if he would call shit. He would literally put you on the top rope, belly to belly, off the top in a squash. Is not the finish. Yeah, that's right. Crazy, man. So, I mean, in regard to this, they were pretty nice for the most part here.
Yeah.
By the way, when you look at the scale of the tag division in this company at this point,
sure,
the Steiners do not belong here. They are so out of the league of anybody here.
Well, TV squashes, I guess, were super, okay back then. Like, that's what people wanted to say. They just wanted to see the stars hit their moves and win. They didn't care about anything else.
Yeah, no, it's just funny trying to thinking about integrating these guys into a division where it's like, dude, they're so credible already. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even have to build these guys. People were excited to see the Steiners here in
just
the
to
WWF.
See them. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, so Rick beats the shit out of this dude. Steiner line runs him in the corner. Doink's on hard camera doing bullshit with the people in the crowd.
Vince says, Rick Steiner is a dog of sorts. He's fucked up by this point. Vince is already Doink. Over it. He's Doink.
So Rick catches one of the executioners into a slam out of the air national. I always thought that spot was cool.
That was cool.
Scott with the belly to belly as usual.
Oh, the belly to belly looked gnarly too.
Yeah, dude, he tossed the shit out of him too.
Yeah, it was cool.
Executioners tag out. Scott doesn't even let him do a hot tag. He literally runs over to him as he does a tag and kicks him. So when he gets in the ring, he can't do anything, which is super funny, by the way. Scott, awesome. Yeah, double underhook suplex. He grabs him with a double underhook, and he grabs him.
He does.
Double underhook suplex. It's so done. I love how every move back then they hit the double underhook suplex or something. He'd fucking fist pump to the crowd. Yeah. Who's the fucking man?
Yes, the kneeling like fucking double arm pump.
Yeah, that's just so fucking cool. Double underhook suplex into the fucking Steiner Bulldog off the top.
Oh, what a sweep. They were super nice on the Doomsday Bulldog, by the way.
Yeah, dude, they were. I mean, they were super nice in all regard in this match.
Yeah.
It was still a beatdown. Yeah, they had to have liked one of these guys because like I said, we've seen some gnarly ones before. So,
well, maybe Vince told him in the back, protect one of these guys because they're going to be the Narcissus.
This guy said,
oh, fuck.
I bet working TV, like when you're a star in the WWF at this time, was really fun though.
Probably, right? I mean, like
you get 4 and you get to do all your shit and you get paid the same amount as if you were
paid.
Yeah, that's like not a bad deal.
No way. I mean, and eventually, these guys get contracted too. It's probably even fucking better, especially for these, because I feel like it doesn't really change. Like the style from doing like squashes on TV doesn't change for maybe a year or two after this, right?
But you gotta also remember, like the deals back then were way different. Like if you were a job guy, like coming in and working a job, you still got paid on a nightly basis. There was no like guarantees or anything at this point. So like
no.
Being able to come in and job consistently, just put the fucking mask on and lose, and you make a good payday. And it's like, okay, I'll take that. You know what I mean?
Dude, doing a mask job is probably awesome.
There was legit at this point, like professional job guys, like guys that they could rely on to come in and lose, and like they would get paid on a regular basis. You know what I mean?
Dwayne fucking Gill, fucking Marty Garner, like guys like that.
Bart Sawyer.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
those guys were professional jobbers. That's just what
they were cool with it.
Yeah, it was a good gig. You know what I mean? You got to wrestle, and most of the time
it was their fucking job.
Yeah, you got to be on TV, and you take your loss, and you get to do fucking arm race 4 in the corner, or sometimes at the beginning of matches. Like
you get a name card.
Yeah, well, you go back to your construction job, and you can say, "You remember when I was on TV?" And they go, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's just awesome. Got the DVD, got the VHS. I got it right here."
Yeah, dude. Didn't that guy in the Patreon said his dad got a tape from Mike Modest?
Oh yeah, that's right. So like that's the shit that you live for. You know.
That's cool.
So we go to a pre-tape here. Sean Mooney is now outside with security. as Bobby Heenan walks up dressed up as
just some woman, man.
Dressed up as a woman, and he says that he is Rob Bartlett's aunt.
Yeah. He said, my nephew Rob Bartlett's in there, and he's hosting Raw, and I'm supposed to be in there. He's my nephew. And Sean Mooney says, oh, well, you know, we'll go to Will Call. You probably got some tickets there. And he says, wait a minute. And he snatches the hair off. He says, this is Bobby Heenan.
No, wait a damn minute.
Holy shit. And Bobby Heenan says, I got to get in there. Let me go. I'll give you $50.
So now we have the Razor Ramon Town Hall.
So I feel like I've watched a decent amount of Razor Ramon stuff. I don't know how early in this is to Razor Ramon, but I was like, wow, this promo is so weird.
Yeah, hey, we're on 3 strike deals from now on.
Holy shit.
DDP's on 2. Razor,
Razor,
you got 1 strike, buddy. That's what you know that.
Dude, this was brutal.
It was brutal. Vince McMahon is doing the interview in the ring. Of course, we already talked about it. It's Razor versus Brett.
He's on 2.
Razor versus Brett at the Rumble for the WWF title.
Yes.
Razor, of course, is the #1 contender, and he says that 45 times in this promo.
Here is Razor's cadence. Look at me, Mang. I was born ready.
That's really good. That like same speed. If you actually slowed it down a little more, you'd be perfect.
The promo there's not many words to it, but it's so long. It's so fucking long. He says, "Hey Hitman, 8.5 years."
You know what's crazy? Fucking fun promos all the time in WCW from him. He was a great promo in WCW. I think it was something about the Razor character that like stopped him or something. Like maybe he was still trying to, like you said, maybe he was still trying to figure out the cadence. But yeah, I mean his WCW promos were always fun. Crowd always really reacted to him too. They didn't really care here.
Sure.
Probably because they couldn't understand him. I'm sure the mic system wasn't very great here, and I'm sure him talking in one word made it hard to, doinks in the crowd fucking around with everybody, and this guy's saying one word a minute in the ring.
You got Rob Bartlett probably calling you all kinds of fucking crazy shit on the outside.
You're probably right, man. And
I don't know. He might not even be a year into this gimmick, so maybe he still hasn't really figured it out.
That's still 1 strike, buddy. So
it is. It'll be just the rules. It's the rules. I'm sorry. It's just how it is.
So
much like the Deadlock plus 10 of the night. It's just the rules. You just get what you get.
Well, Vince, he says, "Well, Razor, why did you jump Owen Hart?" And it shows B-roll. Honestly, I should say A-roll because it keeps the sound and it moves off the screen. It shows B-roll of him attacking Owen like a cockroach.
Like a cockroach, man. Yeah, Owen's being interviewed by this dude, and Razor just comes in and gives him like a worker clothesline off a chair.
Yeah, that was very nice of him.
Yeah, super nice. Stomps him out and hits him with a trash can. He says, "You can't do nothing about it." And Hitman, you know what else you can't do nothing about? You. Can't do nothing about Razor Ramon. Take it. Your precious gold at the Royal Rumble.
Line.
Dude, it's like Randy Orton shit.
You know what's crazy? I feel like historically Vince has always wanted guys to talk. Dude, Razor is so good looking and like such a like phenomenon just looking at him, and in the ring he's so smooth. I wouldn't even have this fucking guy talking, period.
No way.
Like just look at him. Like he's the bad guy and he throws a toothpick and like, you know what I mean? Like that's all I need to see.
He throws it at Vince's face here too, and Vince says, that's why he's a bad guy.
He was about to consider firing him right there.
Dude, there was such a hesitation there, James, that he was like, I swear he was like, you're fucking done. Fuck you.
There's a hesitation because he thought Razor would say, and one more thing.
And another thing.
Yeah.
This promo is worth watching just to understand what the fuck we're talking about. This is crazy.
It is crazy. It's really nuts. The cadence and speed that he decides to do this promo in. I guess that's how Vince, one of those guys, if they were heel to do that kind of shit, was like, real slow, methodical type shit.
And I guess Razor is a descendant of Jake Roberts, so maybe he got some influence from him, like talking like that, just slow.
Yeah, maybe, but he slowed down even more than Jake does most of the
Yeah,
time.
you're right. Yeah, that's true.
Well, the WWF Headlock on Hunger Somalia Relief Fund show's coming up.
Now, this is a very nice thing, is it not? This is very nice that they're doing this. They're working with the Red Cross here. And Rob Bartlett says, while they're showing a WWE Headlock for Hunger thing, they're doing a show in Somalia, trying to fucking raise awareness and shit. Rob Bartlett behind this graphic says, we're going to hear from a Native American Tatanka now. Jesus!
We're also going to hear from Razor Ramon. And one more thing.
Guess who's here? We got TV time now, you fucking asshole.
Razor's still in the ring. And Hitman, I got one more thing.
Anyway, here's Native American Tatanka. And Tatanka does a nice promo, and he fucking talks about Headlock for Hunger. And we come out of the promo, and Vince says, that's Tatanka, by the way, Rob.
It cuts from Tatanka doing the yell, the fucking Tatanka yell. And Vince goes, well, that's Tatanka. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Tatanka. Oh, that's Tatanka. Okay.
All right, cool.
Rob wasn't watching the show, I guess.
I don't blame him. So, next up, we have Max Moon versus Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship.
And
Razor's still in the ring.
Another thing.
And HBK. I got one. Sean's like his friend. He's like trying to drag him out of the fucking ring.
Out of here, bro.
And I got one more thing to say.
Sean comes out to the sensational Sherry version of a song, which is
Sean!
Sean! It is fucking insane. Help me!
Yeah, it starts off with, yeah, I know I'm upset with it. Help me! Sean!
Help!
I think he's cute.
I know he's sexy.
And one
No,
more.
Razor, get the fuck out of here. Razor, get the fuck out of here, man. Sean.
Dude, that's
fucking crazy.
I had the fucking subwoofer on crazy on my speakers while I'm watching this, man. This is
You're
so
fucking gonna
gnarly.
get the cops called on you.
Oh!
Sean!
This is the most fucked up episode of 8th I ever seen.
Dude, it only gets worse.
Dude, it's so crazy because it's like, Sean, and then Sean comes out looking like Joey Gladstone. This is insane, bro. I can't believe we got Joey Gladstone versus Mega Man.
Who I thought was Conan. No, I couldn't even enjoy it now.
Oh my god.
Well, Sean has what do you think of the light blue strap on this IC title? You like that?
I did like that they changed the strap a ton on this
I
belt.
did too. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I like that. I thought it was cool. That's a lot of money to spend on that shit, but I guess they had
Fuck
it. So.
yeah, they had plenty of goddamn money. It seemed like they spent $15,000 on this Max Moon outfit.
Yeah, what a dumb idea.
What a dipshit.
That's strike one for the WWF.
Do you remember any of this match? I wasn't even able to write the match down because of how fucked up the commentary was.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I'll let you talk about it because it gets really stupid here in a minute. But
what's that mean?
Because I know you got a lot of it written down, probably.
Of course I do.
Yeah, but there was one funny part that I liked that was it goes to commercial and it comes back from commercial. And Rob Bartlett says, "You guys missed it. During the break, Shawn Michaels pulled a knife."
And Vince says, no, come on, we're not that wrong.
Not that wrong.
Come on now.
That's one strike for you, Rob Bartlett.
Deadlock one strike? He's only on one? Holy shit.
Wow,
you fucked with Sean. Don't fuck with Sean, you get a strike.
So it actually, I was like, oh, that was funny. I actually laughed at that when he said that. Shawn Michaels put a knife. That was good.
And Vince immediately shot him down. No, fuck you.
But then it gets bad. So the president, Jack Tunney of WWF, apparently tried to pardon Mike Tyson out of prison, but he couldn't. But he was able to get him a monitor and a telephone, and now he is watching Max Moon versus Shawn Michaels on Monday Night Raw. And guess what? We got him right now on the line.
He's on the line, and it is Rob Bartlett doing a Mike Tyson impression. He said, hello, Vince. Vince says, Mike, is that you? And Rob says, I'm here in solitary confinement. Vince says, well, we're here at Monday Night Raw.
I'm watching.
I swore at one point I had to stop watching. Like, it was on, and I had to look away to, like, kind of do something else for a minute. Because I'm looking at the screen. It's fucking Max Moon in this big blue outfit. It's Shawn Michaels. Doink the Clown is running around in the crowd. And I'm listening to Rob Bartlett do Mike Tyson impressions phone conversation with Vince McMahon. My brain was going to fucking explode.
Yeah, you know what's funny about this is, like, I, like, disassociated with this match. I'm like, I haven't watched any of this match. They could have been doing the craziest shit ever. But, like...
They didn't, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't. But I disassociate here. I come back 10 minutes later, and they're still doing the Mike Tyson. First off, the match is still going on. Second off, the Mike Tyson voice is still on commentary, and
through the whole match,
Doink is still in the crowd.
He's still fucking around out there, man.
That is crazy.
Well, Vince tells Mike Tyson, "I hope you're enjoying Raw." And
I'm
Rob
in prison. Help!
Help me! 5 calendars. I got 5 calendars, bro. Come on,
dude, this show was 1 hour, and he didn't take his 1 hour out of his prison schedule.
This is his 1 hour.
Yeah, this is one. He didn't want to come to the Manhattan Center.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess Jack Tunney tried to pardon him to get him here, but it didn't work.
He got him in trouble by trying to pardon him.
Yeah, he made him watch Raw.
That's your punishment. Doink is on the screen, and he says, "Oh, who's that on the screen right now? Is that Oprah Winfrey?" And Vince says, no." There's no telling who you're going to see on Monday Night Raw. That's Doink. And Mike Tyson said, Dork. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck.
Yeah, this is 10 minutes long, by the way.
Yeah. He says, I got a question. What do you call this thing he's doing to him right now? And Vince says, it's a chin lock. And Mach says, ooh, it's a thing Buster Douglas should have done to you. And they both laugh. This is I'm watching Max Moon fucking get chin locked, and this is all fucking going on. Doinking around in the back. I can't fucking take it anymore, man.
It's all good, because HBK hits a teardrop suplex and he wins.
So he hits the sweet chin music. It's not called that yet. It's just a savate kick. And then he picks him up. Max Moon slips out of the teardrop suplex. Then he gets hit with a teardrop suplex. It's also not called the teardrop suplex yet. It's just a suplex. I hit him with a suplex.
Well, it probably was called the teardrop suplex. Vince, historically, does not call these moves.
Good.
That's a maneuver right there.
Yeah, dude, maneuvered out crazy. You're right, yeah. But Shawn wins with the teardrop suplex, and Mike Tyson says, "Oh, when did Max show his moon, Vince?"
You're going back to prison, buddy.
Stay in prison. Yeah. We're gonna pardon you to keep you in prison. I don't know how that works, but you're going to hell.
Well, WWF Mania is here Saturdays at 10 a.m.
Yeah, 100% caffeine free.
I can't do that.
I don't know what that fucking means. No, you can't fucking do that. You did for a couple days.
Yeah, I went like 5 or 6 days without caffeine, which is...
Yeah, and you, then you almost died.
Yeah, you're right, which is why I'm back on it.
Yeah. Have you died since?
No, I've been good.
Okay, well, there you go.
And then it shows the most fucked up graphic of Danny Demento and the Undertaker.
I don't think that's right.
Oh, what was the Undertaker called back then?
Damian, no.
Oh, sorry. Danny fucking Demento, yes, versus the Undertaker.
The Narcissus. Damian fucking Demento.
Yeah, crazy graphic here.
Right, dude, it is fucked up. And so I feel like we've talked about Damian Demento on the show before, but do you remember like his resurgence in like YouTube era of like early YouTube era of your online history?
No.
Do you remember that at all? So I think I talked about it before, but maybe I can find one for you. But he popped up at some point. I don't remember what fucking year it was, but he had like a YouTube channel, and he would like upload videos like shitting on WWE but like he would like make videos. I don't know. He might have been a great fucking worker, or he was actually tilted. But he would make videos super up close, smoking penises, bald, staring like it was like a sideways shot of his fucking face, and he'd say, "Don't fucking call me a jobber. I wasn't a jobber."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. I always look forward to the Damian Demento videos. If anyone can find those, please fucking tell me where they are.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
He would like also do art. He was a crazy bastard. I loved it though.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I know more of him from that than him wrestling Undertaker on this show.
Oh yeah, well we'll get to that match here soon. That was something. But we go to a pre-tape here, which is the Royal Rumble report, brought to you by iGoPro with Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah, iGoPro, the integrated conditioning programs. I didn't realize iGoPro stood for anything. I just
actually didn't either. Yeah, I just assumed it was just iGoPro.
Why don't you get on iGoPro?
Yeah, I need to get on iGoPro. If anyone has 20 milligrams of iGoPro on a weekly basis, please get up with me.
Weekly? Jesus.
Yeah, things have changed around here.
Wow, I respect that.
But yeah, so Shawn Michaels is set to face Marty Jannetty with the IC title on the line. Sherry's going to be ringside, but we don't know whose corner she's going to be in.
Well, Shawn says she will definitely be in my corner because the women love me. Ah!
Yeah, well, Sherry's going to be in Shawn's corner because she sang his fucking song. How about that? That probably makes sense.
Well, Marty Jannetty doesn't believe that. He says the Royal Rumble is going to be Marty Jannetty Day because it's the day he's going to get everything he wants. He's going to get the IC title. And he's going to end the career of Shawn Michaels. And he says, maybe you don't know Sherry as well as you think you do. I think he does.
Yeah, he does. I mean, she did a song.
Yeah, and you're fucking fired.
So are you, Macho Man.
Yeah, get out of here, dude.
And here's a list of people who are fired. Ric Flair, Tatanka, IRS.
This also, surprisingly, the list of 93 Rumble participants.
Yeah, I was very confused on what any of these names meant because I was like, it went for the Marty and Shawn thing. And
Sure, yeah.
Then I remembered it's Marty Jannetty Day, so I knew what these were for. So.
These are a list of people he owes money to.
They did a couple of promos in between here.
Yeah, Mr. Perfect cut one. Mr. Fuji cut one and called Yokozuna Yokozuma.
That's his name, Yokozuna.
No, it's unbelievable. I said, dude, what is going on here?
Dude, it was so crazy because it's the list. It's just like, it's WWF wrestlers. And then, they got Earthquake, got the Berserker, got the Undertaker, got Carlos Colon, got Genichiro Tenryu.
Dude, Tenryu will be here. I said, what? Tenryu?
We got Tito Santana. We got Typhoon.
Yeah, those were the special guests.
We got Jim Duggan, who says he'll give you 110%, tough guy.
Oh.
You're fired.
Get the fuck out of here, oldie.
You are out of here, buddy.
Get your old ass out of here.
And then, of course, Brett and Razor for the WWF title. So, yeah, they had, 45 minutes. They spent 15 on this Royal Rumble report.
It felt long, right? I don't know actually how long it was, but it was like a huge portion. I guess maybe that's all. They Razor's promo was actually supposed to go longer, so they had to fit in something else.
Crazy.
Razor actually didn't talk enough.
So we have a pre-tape here. Sean Mooney, of course. He's outside with people lining up to get tickets for next week's Raw.
Liar! Work! It's not. They don't really want to buy tickets. Get fucked.
Woo,
Meltzer exposed your ass.
woo.
Meltzer exposed your ass. Get exposed.
Go to the beach now.
Well, Sean Mooney stops a guy trying to get in into the rabbi, and he says, "Excuse me, sir, I just want to ask you a question. Are you getting tickets for next week?" And the rabbi says, "Sir." The rabbi says, "I gotta get inside. I gotta see my nephew. His name's Rob Bartlett. I'm his uncle Morty Feldman." I don't know if that was a reference to something that I don't know or
I don't know.
Well, Sean Mooney says, "Oh, I ran into your wife earlier."
My wife.
He exposed that it was Bobby Heenan earlier, but okay. He says, the guy says I have to. He's got the tickets for tonight. Rob's got the tickets for Raw on discount. He's a good bagel. He's a good boy. And Sean says, "Uncle Morty, you seem to be having a problem with your beard." Hold on a second. Bobby Heenan!
Got his ass again.
Pulls his beard off. He says, "I gotta get inside. I'll do anything. I gotta get inside." And then he thinks about it. He says, "The roof." He says, "There's gotta be a way in through the roof." So I guess he's gonna go to the fucking roof.
That is crazy.
What?
Okay, well, he can't
there's a camera on him.
He can't get in the building, but he will be on All American Wrestling WWF 12 noon on Sunday with Mean Gene.
Oh, great. 12 noon, 10 a.m. They were really fucking trying to get kids to watch the show.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, you're right. All these morning shows are crazy.
It's got to be for kids, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Or older people, maybe.
And this is still new generation, so I guess so, yeah. Older people, yeah, watching the news.
No, they're watching MASH. You know, got that goddamn MASH.
A-Team.
Nah, MASH.
No.
It shows a clip of Kamala turning on Whippleman and Kimchi.
Yeah, so just before that, they show the commentators and Vince say, "Oh, join us for the hottest live action round. It's Monday Night Raw. It's uncut." And then Macho and Rob both fuck up their uncut and uncensored lines, and Vince stares at him. He says, "Okay, let's get this right." And then they do it again.
That's so crazy, man.
Vince probably, "You're fired, and you're fucking
you're all fired, Macho Man. Two, you're fired.
Strike two, Rob." Vince says, the Ugandan Giant, the mighty Kamala, this past weekend on the WWF Network.
The Dumont Network, brother.
Is that what he said?
No.
Holy shit. I was going to say, wow.
That'd be crazy.
That would have been awesome. It should have been on that instead. He says he saw the light thanks to Reverend Slick. So on Superstars, Kamala won a match, it looked like. And then Harvey Whippleman and Kim Chi poked and prodded him and slapped his bald head around. And then they're pushing around, and Reverend Slick comes out, pushes them both out of the way for bothering Kamala, and he says, "You gotta fucking knock it off." Then Kimchi fucking decks Slick, the crowd boos. Then they go back to slapping Kamala around. Kamala then starts slapping his belly. The crowd gets super fucking fired up. Kamala chops Kimchi, goes flying over the top rope, and then he chases Harvey Whippleman up the ramp.
Dude, do you remember Kimchi was in MLW?
I do remember that.
What the fuck were they doing?
He was in like 3 fucking battle riots.
You were there for one of them where he was in it.
Yes, I fucking was.
That's crazy.
Brutal.
Yeah, that is. So now it's Danny fucking Demento versus The Undertaker.
Yes, it is. And so they showed Damian Demento in the ring here. Yes, and the like you can hear the light gong go off behind him, but I feel like they fucked it up because they stopped it very quickly. And then all of a sudden they started again, and Undertaker's already at ringside on the stairs doing his taunt. I said, "What is happening here?"
Yeah, and Rob Bartlett goes straight to making fun of the Undertaker,
dude, immediately. And Paul Bearer. Also, I don't know if you heard this, because I heard it and I tried to figure out what it was. When Taker's music is going on, the commentary is talking, but there's also a voice behind that, which I didn't know if was a part of Taker's song or was something from production leaking through or something. I couldn't fucking figure out what it was. It was pissing me off. So if anyone knows,
it was Sherry.
Getting blown out.
Yeah, I heard
that was
that.
just on the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, the WWF was uncut and uncensored back then.
And so was Shawn.
Yeah, and so was Marty. So it's all good.
Yeah, I guess so. That's
all crazy.
Yeah, so Rob Bartlett says, "Who's the guy with the martini shaker, Vince?" And Vince says, "Oh, well, that's Paul Bearer of the Bearer family. You know him."
You know me. Oh? Yeah, so Taker no-sells this guy the whole match.
Not
a jobber.
No, he's not a fucking jobber.
It's all right to be a jobber, man.
I'm not a fucking jobber.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
Piece of fucking shit.
Sorry.
He throws some punches at Taker, and that's all he gets. He gets his ass whooped from then on out.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you got to pay your dues to the dead man,
Taker hits old school, and no one cared about that move yet.
No, and it sucked. And this match sucked. So,
and they both suck.
Yeah. Taker no-sells this guy, hits the Taker line, but it looks like a cross body, just fucking railroads him.
I hadn't figured it out yet. Macho Man on commentary says, "Oh, 2 big names in the WWF going head-to-head on Raw." I wasn't sure what match he was talking about.
He's watching another
next
one.
week.
He's watching another match, yeah.
He's watching the cage match for next week.
What a crazy guy, man. But yeah, so Tombstone over the shoulder style, head right on the concrete mat. Fucking hits him with the tombstone. Ring does not even move. It is fucking disgusting looking.
It didn't. I don't know if you were being protected on Taker's tombstone then. I don't know, man.
No, man. He was killing dudes with his shit back then, dude.
Yeah.
But Taker wins the match, though.
Shockingly, Undertaker.
Now, how did this guy do the job? He's not a jobber.
Dude, Nails is going to fucking riot for him here.
He's in jail with Mike Tyson.
I'm going to pardon him.
So Taker wins, and Paul Bearer comes, and everyone's happy.
Oh.
And next week, of course. Next week, we have Woody Allen versus Mia Farrow in a steel cage.
Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, they just
Monday Night Raw doing bits, bro.
Big bits, guy. They were like, "Oh, Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair and El Matador, and also right here, steel cage match. Woody Allen squares off with Mia Farrow. I said,
They had a
holy
graphic
shit.
for it and everything.
These guys, like, this felt like like maybe why I thought we already watched this is because this feels like episode 1 of Shotgun Saturday Night.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe in a bigger place, though, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's not the end of the fucking show.
I thought it was. I swore I was like, because that's the send off, but no, it wasn't. We're back.
Yeah, Vince McMahon's got to interview Dork.
Dork the clown is at ringside here, and
Yeah,
Vince
which
is
is crazy.
talking to him. Yeah, Vince says, Dork likes to make children cry, not laugh, and Crush has warned you about that. And Doink says, he warned me about what? And Vince looks at him and says, making children cry.
Hey, we got TV time.
Yeah,
Come on.
please, fucking let's go here. And Doink says, if they don't have a sense of humor, that's their problem. And if I laugh, that's all that matters. That's real shit. And if he came out here right now talking about Crush, he'd be crying too, and I'd be laughing. Well, Crush does come out here, James, and I don't know if I'd ever heard Crush talk before.
Yeah, dude, I did not know this, but it turns out Crush is Tito from Rocket Power. That's a good gimmick.
Hey, brah.
What's up, brother?
He said, hey, brah, before you put your... Hey, brother.
That's crazy, man.
Hey, brah, before you put your size 14 shoe in your size 20 mouth. What?
Yeah, you heard him.
You better look over both shoulders, brah. You got that? This is just a warning, brah. If you catch... This is like Hulk Hogan as the fucking Tito from Rocket Power.
Yeah, as the Ancient Hawaiians just say, brother, I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you, bro.
You will fucking die, brah. If I catch you touching anyone else playing your stupid jokes that only you're laughing at on anyone else, brah, you might be wearing a cast on both arms and both legs. You got that, brother? And Doink then pulls out a water gun and shoots Crush in the face with it.
So then he shoots him in the head with his own gun, and he says, aloha to that, brother. What a good gimmick.
Great gimmick. A
And
great
next
way to
week,
end the
Woody
show.
Allen versus Mia Farrow in a steel cage.
Yeah, dude, Crush chases Doink around the ring, can't catch up to him, so he goes in the ring and starts throwing a tantrum, and Doink laughs at him on the floor.
Yeah, that's a good way to build a star.
Yeah, I mean, he was destined for greatness here, being put with Doink. I imagine that was a big angle. Paid off, probably made a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. Anyways, Woody Allen versus Mia Farrow in steel cage next week.
We're still not done, James. There was one more part after this.
No, of course there was. Shawn Moody's back.
Yeah. What happens here with fucking Shawn Mooney?
He says, Heenan, you can go in now, by the way. They're waiting
They're
for
on
you.
the roof.
They're waiting for you. Go on down. He said, oh, great. So he goes over to the thing. He says, all right, got to go.
And then the show ends. They're on the roof. He says, oh, you're good. You can go. And then the show ends. Okay.
That is Monday Night Raw, the very first episode.
Looking at what this show is, like, this is their first fucking Raw. And, like, I don't know how this survived.
This was cutting edge, uncut, uncensored.
Raw!
Just how you like it.
We've reviewed the first Nitro, right?
Yeah, we have.
Oh, that was the fucking Bostomania.
Yeah, we have.
Well, we've reviewed the first Nitro, and now we reviewed the first Raw ever.
Yeah, I think Nitro's got that W.
Yeah, I think they won this one.
Yeah, I think Nitro had that wrapped up, brother. Aloha to that.
Yeah, aloha to that, brother. Well, there you go. That is it for this episode of the Deadlock Podcast. Thank you again for joining us for another week of this crazy-ass show. Make sure to check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/DeadlockPW. Hundreds of hours of Patreon-exclusive content over there. We run our own pro wrestling company, Deadlock Pro Wrestling. Check that out at dpwondemand.com. Got a ton of shows. Check out dpwtix.com to see if we're going to be around you anytime soon, because we might be. And we will see you next week for another edition of the Deadlock Podcast.
Bye-bye.
Oh!